life will test you. People will misunderstand you. Circumstances will push against you. But here's the secret. You don't have to let any of it change who you are. The strongest version of you is the one that walks through fire and still looks untouchable. This is the mindset of acting as if nothing affects you, because your peace is more valuable than anyone's opinion and your destiny is bigger than any distraction. Your power is in your response. This is where true strength begins, not in the things you can control, but in how you choose to handle the things you cannot. Life will never stop bringing challenges. People will misunderstand you, judge you, betray you, or even try to provoke you. Circumstances may show up uninvited, loss, delays, disappointments. But in all of this, you hold a power that no one can touch, the power to decide how you will respond. That is where your freedom lies. Think about it. Storms will come. That is guaranteed. But what defines a person is not the storm itself. It is the posture they take while standing in the middle of it. When you let anger rule your words, when you allow frustration to guide your choices, you are surrendering control to the storm. But when you pause, when you breathe, when you respond with calmness and clarity, you are taking back authority over your life. You are declaring that you are not a victim of circumstance, you are the master of your atmosphere. Imagine two people facing the same challenge. One reacts in panic, the other in composure. The situation is the same, but the outcomes are completely different. The one who panics spreads fear, makes poor choices, and loses the ability to think clearly. But the one who remains composed carries peace into the chaos, finds solutions, and becomes a pillar of strength for others. The difference is not the problem. It is the response. That is why your greatest weapon in life is not your knowledge, not your resources, not even your connections. It is your response. When someone offends you, your response can either add fuel to the fire or extinguish it. When life throws obstacles in your path, your response can either turn it into a wall or a stepping stone. When the unexpected happens, your response can either break you or build you. The truth is, people are always watching how you respond. They may forget what you say. They may not notice every action, but they will always remember the way you carried yourself under pressure. This is why you must learn the art of discipline over your emotions. Responding with power does not mean ignoring pain. It means refusing to let pain define your decisions. It does not mean pretending everything is fine. It means choosing to walk with grace even when things are falling apart. Because the moment you let your response be dictated by anger, by fear, or by insecurity, you give away your authority. But when you respond with patience, with wisdom, with restraint, you rise above the situation and prove that nothing outside of you has the right to control the inside of you. So, guard your response. Protect it like treasure. The world may not always be kind, but you can always be strong. And when you master this truth, that your power is in your response, you become unstoppable. Because no matter what life brings, you carry the ability to turn it into something greater. Detach from negativity. This is one of the most powerful disciplines you can learn because negativity is everywhere. It lives in people's words, in their attitudes, in their complaints. It hides inside environments that drain your energy and within thoughts that creep into your own mind. If you are not intentional, negativity will seep into you quietly, and before you know it, your peace will be gone. Detaching from negativity does not mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to let the noise of others contaminate the peace inside you. It means creating a boundary where your spirit stays untouched even when everything around you seems polluted. There will always be voices trying to discourage you, voices whispering that you are not good enough, that your dreams are too big, that you should settle for less. Sometimes these voices come from others, but often they come from within. The challenge is not to stop negativity from existing. The challenge is to stop it from attaching itself to you. You cannot stop people from speaking, but you can decide whether their words will sink into your soul. You cannot always change an environment, but you can choose to carry light in the middle of darkness. The truth is, negativity thrives on reaction. It wants you to argue back, to prove yourself, to get offended. The moment you engage it, it wins. But when you detach, when you refuse to respond, when you rise above, you starve negativity of its power. Think about how many times you wasted energy trying to fight words spoken against you, only to realize later that your silence would have been stronger. Detachment is not weakness, it is wisdom. It is the choice to invest your energy in growth rather than conflict. Detaching from negativity also means guarding the company you keep. Some people carry storms wherever they go. They drain you with complaints, with gossip, with drama. If you let them stay too close, you will start carrying their storm as if it were your own. Learn to step back. Love them from a distance if you must, but do not let them infect your atmosphere. Protecting your spirit is not selfish. It is survival. If you lose your peace, you lose your clarity. And if you lose your clarity, you lose your direction. Even in your own mind, negativity must be confronted. Thoughts of doubt, fear, and insecurity will rise, but you do not have to embrace them. Detachment means recognizing the thought without letting it settle. It is saying, I see you, but you don't belong here. Replace negativity with affirmations of strength, of faith, of hope. Every time you choose this, you are rewiring your mind to see possibility instead of limitation. Detaching from negativity is not about avoiding life's struggles. It is about walking through them without letting them poison you. It is choosing peace over drama, purpose over distraction, faith over fear. And when you live this way, you discover that your joy no longer depends on people or situations. You carry it with you unshaken, untouched, untouchable. Emotional strength is silent strength. It is not the loudest person in the room who carries the most power. It is the one who can remain calm when everything is falling apart. Anyone can raise their voice. Anyone can react in anger. Anyone can let frustration spill out, but it takes a truly strong person to remain still, steady, and unshaken. Silence in the face of chaos is not weakness. It is mastery. It is the proof that you are in control of yourself, even if you cannot control the world around you. Life constantly gives you reasons to react. Someone insults you, a plan fails, people disappoint you, pressure mounts, and emotions begin to rise. The easy path is to explode, to fight back, to lose control. But emotional strength is choosing the harder path, holding your peace, thinking before speaking, and refusing to let momentary feelings destroy permanent opportunities. Those who can govern their emotions can govern their destiny because they are not tossed around by every storm that blows their way. Silent strength does not mean ignoring emotions. It means mastering them. Anger, fear, sadness, disappointment, all of these are real, but they do not have to become your master. When you feel anger rising but choose to pause instead of lashing out, you are stronger than the anger. When fear whispers lies but you take a step forward anyway, you are stronger than the fear. When disappointment comes but you keep moving, you prove that emotions may visit you but they cannot control you. That is silent strength. There is power in silence. In silence, you hear more clearly. In silence, you gain perspective. While others rush to react, your stillness gives you clarity that they cannot see. The calmest person in the middle of chaos is always the one who holds the advantage. Why? because emotions blur vision, but silence sharpens it. When you are calm, you can see solutions others overlook. You can find a path others cannot recognize. Silent strength makes you wise, and wisdom wins battles that anger never could. People may mistake your silence for weakness, but time will prove otherwise. The one who shouts today may burn out tomorrow, but the one who stays steady endures. True leaders are not those who control others with fear or intimidation. They are those who control themselves in times of testing. Silent strength builds respect. People may not always understand your calmness, but they will always remember it. In relationships, in business, in personal struggles, emotional strength is your anchor. Without it, you are swayed by every word, every setback, every emotion. With it, you stand like a rock, unmoved, unbroken, unshaken. Silent strength gives you the ability to walk through fire without smelling like smoke. It allows you to face betrayal without losing your dignity. It allows you to face storms without losing your peace. The truth is, anyone can appear strong when life is easy, but when challenges rise, only those with emotional strength can stand tall. And often, they don't need to announce it. Their silence speaks louder than words. Their calmness becomes their power. Their stillness becomes their victory. That is why emotional strength is silent strength, and those who carry it are unstoppable. Guard your focus, because focus is the steering wheel of your destiny. Where your attention goes, your energy flows, and where your energy flows, results follow. Many people have talent, potential, even opportunities, but they lack focus. They are easily distracted by noise, by opinions, by temporary setbacks, and as a result, they lose sight of the bigger picture. The truth is, you cannot win a race if you are busy looking at the runners beside you. You cannot build your purpose if you are constantly giving your attention to things that do not serve it. Guarding your focus is about protecting your vision from being stolen by distractions. Distractions come in many forms. Sometimes it is the criticism of others. Sometimes it is comparison, measuring your journey against someone else's timeline. Sometimes it is simply the noise of daily life, pulling you into a cycle of business without progress. If you do not protect your focus, these things will drain your energy, scatter your mind, and weaken your drive. That is why focus must be guarded like treasure. You do not hand it over to just anything or anyone. You decide carefully what deserves your attention, because your attention is the currency of your future. Guarding your focus also means learning to say no. Every invitation is not for you. Every opportunity is not aligned with your vision. Every fight is not worth your energy. Many people waste their lives winning small battles while losing the war for their destiny. They give energy to arguments, to gossip, to proving themselves to those who will never believe in them anyway. True strength is not found in doing everything. It is found in protecting the focus to do the right things. Think of an eagle. While other birds are distracted by the noise below, the eagle flies higher, eyes locked on its target. It does not waste energy chasing every movement. It knows what it wants, and it focuses until it captures it. That is the mindset you must have. The higher your vision, the more intentional your focus must be. Because the truth is, as you grow, distractions also grow. More opinions, more temptations, more noise. If you do not guard your focus, you will be pulled away from what truly matters. Guarding your focus is also about discipline. Focus is not a one-time decision, it is a daily practice. Each morning you decide what gets your energy and what does not. You decide what conversations to entertain, what environments to step into, what thoughts to allow in your mind. Focus is not just about what you look at, but also about what you refuse to look at. It is about closing doors to things that waste your time and opening doors only to things that feed your vision. The people who rise to greatness are not always the most gifted, but they are the most focused. They refuse to be distracted by noise. They keep their eyes on the goal, and they guard their focus with everything they have. When you learn to do this, setbacks will not derail you, critics will not distract you, and temporary struggles will not blind you to permanent possibilities. Guard your focus because your destiny depends on it. Peace is your weapon, and it is stronger than anything the world can throw against you. Many people mistake peace for passivity, as if being calm means you are weak or powerless. But the truth is, peace is one of the most powerful forces you can carry. When you remain calm in the middle of chaos, you disarm confusion. When you hold your peace while others lose their temper, you gain the advantage. Peace is not about ignoring problems. It is about walking through them with a steady heart and a clear mind. It is a shield that guards you from the chaos outside and keeps you aligned with your purpose inside. Think about it. Conflict feeds on reaction. Drama thrives when you engage it. Negativity grows when you fight it on its own level. But peace breaks the cycle. When you choose not to react in anger, when you refuse to be dragged into gossip, when you stand calm while others expect you to lose control, you are fighting with a weapon they cannot touch. Your peace protects your energy, your focus, and your dignity. That is why peace is not weakness. It is wisdom, strategy, and strength all wrapped in one. Peace also gives you clarity. A restless mind cannot think clearly. Anxiety clouds vision. Fear blurs decision-making. But peace sharpens perspective. It allows you to see solutions others cannot see because they are too caught up in the noise. When you are calm, you make wiser choices. You do not waste energy on battles that do not matter. You conserve your strength for what truly counts. This is how peace becomes a weapon. It gives you the power to win without even fighting. Peace is also contagious. When you walk into a room carrying peace, it changes the atmosphere. People feel it. They may come in with tension, with anger, with worry, but your calmness becomes an anchor. Peaceful people are like pillars. Others lean on them because they know they will not break under pressure. That is why peace is more than a personal weapon. It is a gift you give to others. In your home, in your work, in your relationships, peace can heal wounds that arguments never could. But peace must be protected. Life will constantly try to steal it. Circumstances, disappointments, delays, misunderstandings. All of these are tests to see if you will let go of your calm. That is why you must decide daily that nothing is worth losing your peace. Not insults, not fear, not setbacks. Because the moment you lose peace, you lose control of yourself. And the greatest battles are never outside. They are always inside. Win the battle of peace within yourself, and the outside world cannot defeat you. True power is not the ability to dominate others with force. It is the ability to remain unshaken when everything else is falling apart. That is why peace is your weapon. It keeps you steady. It gives you clarity. It disarms conflict. And it positions you to rise higher. Carry it, guard it, and never let it go. Because when you walk in peace, you walk in unstoppable strength. Victory belongs to the steady heart. In this world, it is not always the fastest, the loudest, or even the most talented who win. It is the one who can remain consistent when others give up, the one who keeps walking when others sit down, the one who holds steady when the winds of life try to push them off course. The steady heart is the heart that does not quit in the middle, that does not let emotions dictate direction, that does not allow fear to rewrite the vision. It is the heart that stays firm when storms rise and holds on to hope when the night feels endless. Life will test your steadiness. There will be moments when progress feels slow, when results do not show, when people around you doubt your journey. This is when many give up, they lose heart, they lose patience, and they walk away right before the breakthrough. But the steady heart endures. It knows that every seed takes time to grow, that every dream takes patience to manifest, and that quitting too soon is the only way to truly lose. Victory does not always come to the strongest in the beginning. It comes to the one who refuses to let go in the end. A steady heart is not built in comfort. It is built in challenges. Every delay, every disappointment, every trial is a chance to strengthen your inner stability. When you hold firm during hardship, you train yourself to endure greater blessings. Because the truth is, success brings its own weight. If your heart is not steady, you will collapse under the pressure of the very thing you prayed for. But when you have learned to remain faithful, patient, and grounded during difficulty, you are prepared to handle victory with humility and strength. Steadiness also means being rooted in purpose. People with a steady heart are not easily swayed by opinions, trends, or distractions. They know who they are and where they are going, so outside noise does not move them. When critics rise, they keep walking. When applause comes, they do not get arrogant. Their steadiness keeps them balanced, so neither rejection nor praise controls them. This balance is the secret to lasting success. Many rise fast and fall faster because their hearts were unstable. But those who walk with steadiness climb higher and stay there longer. Victory belongs to the steady heart because life is not a sprint, it is a marathon. Temporary excitement fades, but perseverance carries you to the finish line. The steady heart does not rush, it does not panic, it does not bow to pressure. It keeps moving one step at a time, even when the steps are small. And in the end, the small steps of faithfulness become a great journey of triumph. So remain steady. Do not let delays discourage you or setbacks stop you. Keep your heart anchored in faith, your vision fixed on the goal, and your spirit unshaken by the storms. Because in the end, the reward is not for those who started with fire, but for those who endured with faith. Victory will always belong to the steady heart. In the end, life will always test you with storms, with critics, with delays, and with distractions. But strength is not about avoiding these challenges. It is about how you rise through them. When you learn to control your response, detach from negativity, walk with silent strength, guard your focus, protect your peace, and keep a steady heart, you become untouchable. Nothing outside of you can break what is rooted within you. The world may expect you to crumble, but instead you will stand taller. The noise may try to drown you, but your calmness will speak louder. The battles may try to wear you down, but your steadiness will carry you to victory. So, walk with confidence, live with peace, and remember this truth: the greatest power you have is not in what happens around you, but in how you choose to rise above it. Act as if nothing affects you, and watch as everything aligns in your favor.